This is my interview with the journal. That's the name of the journal. The journal. So my favorite cheese is American cheese because it tastes good on grilled cheese, and I really like grilled cheese. It's my favorite kind of, well, not my favorite. It's also really good on burgers. I really like burgers. And it's one of my favorite kind of mac and cheese is American cheese. Its cheese has been very influential in my career, and without it, I don't know where I'd be. Chicago style pizza. It's alright. I've had it a few times. I never had Chicago style pizza from Chicago, so I don't know how. I'm not exactly an authority. I don't really know much about orcas. I heard they're called killer whales, and murder isn't very good. So, I don't know how much I can say about that. I think SpongeBob is the best sea animal because he's a sponge and he's silly and nice. So I think SpongeBob is the best sea animal. Kinda. It hurt a bit because gravity, and I was falling really far, and neck kinda hurt. It was a long time ago, so I'm not really sure. I got kicked out after I tried to revolt against Yahweh, against God. I tried to revolt against God, and he didn't really like that, so he kicked me off of the Golden Gates. Yeah, they don't really like me that much. Yeah, anyways. How'd you know that? That's kind of crazy. No, that is actually not true. I own 15 copies of Funky Hunk Meets the Spunk. 15. I watch it every day. I own one on VHS, on DVD, on Blu-ray. I own it on iTunes. I own an 8-track. I own it on Netflix, on Hulu, at Walmart. I bought it from Walmart. I bought it on Prime Video. I bought it on Tubi. I bought it on, I bought the box set. I bought it on vinyl. I bought it on FLAC, on .wave, on MP3. That's about it. I'm extremely awesome because, well, I was just born that way, I guess. Yeah, nothing much to say about that one because just can't control it. I just naturally exudes confidence and awesomeness, of course. That's who I am. I've been that way since birth. The doctor said that the coolness levels were off the charts. So yeah, that's what I can say about that. What do the numbers mean? They mean everything. The numbers, they mean everything, so my grandma told me this story. It's extremely important, so 7 from 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven 7 is the number of God. 6 is the number of man. And 6 plus 3 is 9. And George Bush has 9 letters in his name. Therefore, the World Trade Center has 11 letters. The World Trade Center had 11 letters, so God, George Bush, is an angel that God sent down like Lucifer, and then he decided to cause 9/11, which is why George Bush did 9/11, and no one can tell me. The facts are there, the numbers, they mean everything. Okay? The numbers, they mean everything. Sorry, they wanna ask another question. You know, so, you know, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know, Lamau. Next question, man. What's your favorite color ever? Purple. Purple is my favorite color. In almost every shade. Even though I don't own any clothing that is purple, I enjoy purple shades of color. I think they're pretty cool. I think that is extremely influential in the way I make my music. That is extremely a very influential, extremely influential in the whole sphere that we are in. That's very influential. That's what I think about that. So, about that, yeah, you got me, I guess, you got me. I have to finally come clean. The body's there. I buried them in your mom. Your mom, the one watching this. I buried it in your mom. That's why she's so... you ever heard of Five Nights at Freddy's? And how William Afton put the killed children in the animatronic suit? That's what I did with the bodies in your mom. I put them all in there, except not one per animatronic or per mom. It's all of them fit in there because she is so massive that she could fit all of them in there. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. So, authorities watching, they're in that person's mom, or their mom, you know who. So, good luck finding them. Do you have any more questions? Should I take in a caller? I'll take in a caller. Let's see what they have to say. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or games, unlimited games but no games? So that's a very interesting question. I think that's a very interesting question. It's very interesting, and I'd love to answer that question, and, you know, it's very interesting. And I think I'd say no games, because that's basically Roblox. And, you know, in life, there's Roblox, and you have to overcome it. Another caller coming in. what is your opinion in the what is your opinion on the economic situation in Lesotho? I don't know what that country is. I think it's a made-up country. Yeah, I don't know anything about that country. I don't think it's real. I think that they just made that up. I think it was a troll. So yeah, don't call again. I've had one last question. Are there bugs on your skin? Yes, there are. There are bugs under my skin. And I can't really do anything about it, so I've learned to accept it since I'm Giga Chad. I'm Giga Chad. I do not care that I have the bugs under my skin. I think that's all the questions that the journal had for me today. Yeah, that's all the questions they had. Listen to my new album. Comes out someday, I don't know. Comes out when it comes out. And what do you want me to say? Goodbye and have a wonderful